In first place, a 4-time senior amateur champion with a 2-day total 1 under 143, 70, 73, Keith Smith.
In a battle of past champions, it was Keith Smith who prevailed at the 61st Massachusetts Senior Amateur Championship. For Mass Golf, I'm Danny Priest, and after pacing the field through one round of play, Smith survived a late charge from his playing partner, Frank VANA Jr., and made a clutch par putt on the 18th hole to secure the win.
Well, the pin position at 18 was particularly difficult, and that was indicative of the slope, that if you're not in the small part of the green, you're going to have to deal with that slope. So I knew that I was even with Frank, but we didn't know where we stood with relation to anybody else. But you know it's close. You always know it's close. So I just try to concentrate on getting the putt up there. Don't leave it above the hole. Give yourself a little bit of a better look at it. And I got it to about 4 feet. A little slider is always exciting. But it wasn't too far, so I was able to make it. You know, I mean, John Hadges, Frank VANA, David Pierce, and you know, we're just one behind me. I think Steve Tashell was right behind him. There's a bunch of good players, and so I mean, I'm fortunate to have won any. To have won 4 is really beyond what I ever could have expected. So that's very rewarding. But yeah, I struck the ball much better the first day. I had to kind of manage my game today. I made a couple poor swings. It cost me, but was able to just do enough to hang on. My proximity to the hole wasn't very good, so I had a lot of 30-foot putts, and 30-foot putts on these greens are difficult to two-putt. So it was pretty stressful just trying to gauge, you know, to control the ball on the green so you don't run it 4, 5, 6 feet by. So it was challenging. You know, when you play well, the game is easier. Right, when you're not playing as well, it's more difficult because now you're hitting from a lot of different shots, trying to hit recovery shots. So it was pretty stressful, but Frank is great to play with. So that was a calming influence too.
2018 Senior Amateur Champion Frank VANA Jr. made a late push, holing out on the 9th hole and chipping in on 17, but ultimately came up short trying to catch Smith.
You know, prior to 9, I was just felt like I was struggling. I didn't feel bad, but I was struggling. I was making bogeys, and I wasn't having fun. And then, you know, golf gods gave me a shot in the arm on 9. Let's face it, right? I mean, I hold a wedge from 125. That was cool. Unfortunately, I didn't see it, but it was awesome. Everybody in the balcony was jumping up, so that was pretty cool. But, you know, chip in. I mean, holing on 9 and chipping in on 17 gives you a little shot in the arm, and then you know, I hit a terrible second shot.
You're killing me, brother.
I was dead. I mean, I kind of want to go back there with like 10 balls. I don't know if I could two-putt it. I just don't think you can. It's just a brutal spot. So that was my fault, just hitting a bad shot. Keith played solid. I mean, he got a little squirrely too. We all do during the rounds, and then he pulled it back together. He made a nice par on 18.
Also finishing in a tie for second place was a thorny lead duo, David Pierce and John Hadges, who shot an even par over the 2 rounds. Once again, congratulations to Keith on his victory, and a big thank you to Pocasset Golf Club for hosting. We'll be right back here on the Cape next week for the Super Senior Amateur Championship at VANA Golf Club. To stay up to date on all the latest news and information, visit our website at massgolf.org.